months ago, I was having a conversation with a friend, and I had told her that I had used ChatGPT to find something, and she had no idea what ChatGPT was. And I was like, oh, you should really learn how to use it because it's a really great tool. So if you have no idea how to use it, what it's for, where to even find it, I'm going to share all of that in today's video. This is going to be a deep dive video. I'm going to share some of the really powerful things it can do for you and something that can save you. One little secret tip I'm going to share with you that could possibly save you thousands of dollars and a ton of frustration. My name is Eva. This is Real Life Over 60. And let's get started because we have a lot to talk about today. So before we get started with how to use ChatGPT or AI, I'm going to just let you know that there are two that I use all the time, chatgpt.com. And if you're in your, I'm just going to close this 1 second. And if you just open up a new tab on your computer or on your phone, you're just going to literally type in GPT, uh, ChatGPT, and then you're just going to click that on the very first one. And here you are. Now this one, there's also, and there's also Gemini. I use these, both of them. You can just go to Gemini or Google Gemini right here. And there it is. And it knows my name. Google Gemini is if you have a Gmail account. It knows your name because it's connected. And I think I've logged in. I've connected with my Gmail account. So it's going to know your name. So these are, we'll go back to ChatGPT. These are your prompt windows. And before I show you how to use the prompt windows and what kind of things you can use it for, I just want to share one word of warning. ChatGPT, Gemini, AI, they are not doctors. They cannot give you solid medical advice. They can give you ideas or suggestions as to what your ailment or issue might be. But I encourage you, if it is a persisting issue, please check with your doctor because AI is not 100% accurate. Never use it to diagnose any kind of illness, aches and pains, sickness, anything like that. If you have a situation that you are concerned about, go see your doctor. You can use ChatGPT for, I have, a really funny itchy spot on my arm. I don't, and you can, so let's do a quick dive here. I have an itchy spot on my arm. It's been there for 1 week. It's a small reddish. It's not bleeding. Give it as much detail as you possibly can. And then, just that's it, and just hit enter. So, pardon me. So it's going to tell you what it might be. It's going to ask you some questions about it, and you can carry on, and you can go on. It'll tell you, you can upload a clear photo of the spot and it can assess it. You can send pictures, and I can do that. You can do that on your phone. I'm going to show you how to do that on your phone. I hope I can do it right here. I hope you can see. I don't think right there on the bottom, there's a little plus sign right there. When you click on that plus sign, you can see where it says camera, and then you can just, or if you already have a photo, and you can send it the picture through your phone if you only use your phone. So you can send it a picture. You can say, this is what my itchy spot looks like, and you can say, oh, and he'll come back. So if you have mild health concerns, I have really bad heartburn. I like using ChatGPT for stuff. I have this really bad heartburn. It won't go away. What natural things can I use to alleviate the symptoms or the pain? And it can give you some really good ideas for things like that. You can also use it for, I'm looking for a really good recipe for keto banana bread. I don't like nuts. I want it with chocolate and peanut butter, whatever. Type that in. Now, one thing about ChatGPT is that it will give you a recipe, and I like to ask it, where did you get this recipe from? And if it says I didn't get it from anywhere, then I will ask it again, can you give me a recipe from the internet? Like I want a reliable source with the link to, a recipe that's similar, and they'll give you a link. I always encourage people to click on that link and go to that person's website, because as a content creator, AI is a wonderful tool and it helps everybody in the world, but it also really hurts our business because people aren't coming to visit our websites anymore because they're getting all their answers from AI. So I encourage you to ask AI for a link or go check out a link and go visit the person's website for a little bit more information. And I also, when I do go to ask for recipes and I'll look for a link, I'm a visual learner, so I like to see the recipe and I like to see the recipe card. So always ask for a link, ask for a reliable resource to the answer that he gave you, and I always say he, because I've named my chat GPT Nova. You can also use it for, if you can see here how I want to train. I have a puppy, so I've been bugging him for the last 24 hours. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I make him do this? So I'm training Flaquito. I want to train him to go on the scooter. And my chat GPT knows that Flaquito is still 2 months old. He's a baby. He has mange. He's just recovering. He's still on medication. This is a new house. So, he says, give it some time. Don't take him on the scooter just yet. Just let him chill out in the house for a little while. Let him get used to your home. So like it knows once you've logged into chat GPT and it has your name, it's going to save your conversations and it's going to know what's happening just by from the things you've been asking. It's kind of creepy, but it's also really great because you don't have to keep repeating yourself. So he knows about my dog, he knows about my cats, he already knows all this information. So I love that because in a month you can go back and say, hey, I have another itchy spot. I have an itchy spot on my leg. And he'll say, oh, well, you just had an itchy spot on your arm. Does it look the same as the one that you had on your arm, or is it a different itchy spot? So I love ChatGPT for that because it remembers you and it remembers all the things you've asked about. And if you're on any medication that you've had conversations with him and you want to try something new, he'll say, hey, aren't you on blood pressure medication? Maybe you should check with your doctor before you start a new vitamin or a new health regime or something like that. So it's really, really wonderful that way. So this is your prompt box, and you just type in, or you can also speak into it. There's a little microphone, same on the phone. And you can just say, hey, I need to learn how to train a puppy, or I want to learn a really good skincare routine for nighttime that's going to, leave my face moisturized and not feel greasy. Or how can I whiten my teeth at home naturally? Whatever you want. ChatGPT AI knows everything. Not 100% accurate, but it's got an answer to every single question you have. This is something that's really, really important, and I should have really talked about this first. I love ChatGPT for this, and you are going to find this part really, really useful. A lot of seniors get a lot of emails, and many seniors get scammed out of thousands of dollars because they've given bank account information, they've clicked on links they shouldn't have, their accounts get hacked. All of that stuff happens to seniors because we just don't know. A lot of these email scams that are coming in look really legit. I mean, sometimes I question them. I'm like, is this legit or what? So I'm going to show you a really simple trick. You guys are going to sing my name in praise. After I show you this, you're going to love it. Let's go here. I want to see if I have any in my Gmail. Let's go to spam. Okay, well, here's Mr. Michael Jacob, your urgent reply. So I'm not reporting this as not spam because it is. So this is to inform you your funds, blah, blah, blah. So please put all this information below. Now this is an extreme case, but I get emails like this all the time. So here's the email address that it came from. That looks pretty legit. EDU means education. .ng, which I have no idea what that is. But here's the email address they want me to send all of this information to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this entire email. It says your urgently reply right there. Just the typo already shows me that it's a scam. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to paste it, the whole information here. And I'm just right here. I'm going to say, is this email a scam? That's it. Type that right in there. And GPT is going to, of course, this certainly is a scam. So it's going to tell you. So if you get any emails that are, I don't know, should I, if you even have that little bit of, I don't know, but this is weird. If you get that, this is weird, or, oh, this is an interesting email, or, oh, an email from somebody you don't know, copy and paste the entire email and put it in ChatGPT ASAP. And I'm going to put this, hang on a second. I'm also going to put this email address. I'm going to copy this email address, and I'm also going to put it here. I'm going to paste it right in here and here. And this is the email address it came from. So he's going to see, and it doesn't make it, he's going to tell you that it doesn't make it legitimate. He's going to explain to you why it's a scam. Delete, delete, delete. So do not click on any links. When you open it, and you can open these emails, I mean, they're spam, but you can certainly click on the email. It's going to, if you use Gmail, it's going to tell you that it's in spam. But if you have any kind of concerns, copy and paste the entire email, drop it into ChatGPT. It is going to save you probably thousands of dollars, because you could get hooked into these email scams. Many people do. Don't be embarrassed if it's happened, or if it does happen to you. It happens to a lot of us, because I mean, this one doesn't look legitimate, but there are some that look hardcore legit, and they can raise an eyebrow. Don't click on any links in the email. Do not reply. Do not do anything. Drop it into ChatGPT, and he's going to tell you if it's a scam or not. You're welcome. So I love ChatGPT for that. We're going to close that. I love it for that, because that is so helpful for so many seniors. And if you're watching this, send this information. Like, you can share my video. I would love that, but share that information. If you get anything from this video that's helpful, share that piece of information with somebody. Maybe somebody, a senior who does email, who is on the computer, who, share that information, because that can save somebody a lot of heartache, a lot of stress, a lot of frustration, and a lot of money. So that's a really important thing to use ChatGPT for. You can use it for how-tos, how to train a puppy, how to sew a skirt, you can take a picture of a plant. Here's another good thing. If you have a plant and it looks like it's kind of dying, but you're not sure, you just got a plant and you don't know how to take care of it, take a picture of your plant and send it to Chat. Hey, I just got this plant, and could you give me some information? What is it like? What do I feed it? How long will it take to grow big? All of that. So you can take pictures of things and put it in ChatGPT and say, hey, can you help me with this? Now, keep in mind, I use the free. You do not have to pay for ChatGPT. It is free, and the free version is all you need. But if you are going to start taking pictures of stuff and saying, hey, what's this? What's that? You will have a limit for images on a free plan. So I think I want to say 10, 15 images per 24 hours, but just don't go crazy, because it'll say, no, you ran out, and you have 24 more hours before you can upload another image. So ask for help with gardening. Ask for help. Maybe you found a recipe and it's a really good recipe, but there's an ingredient you don't have. You can say, hey, this recipe is calling for maple syrup. I don't really like it. I don't really have it. What can I use in place of it? So it's really good for things like that. Good for the email scams. I'm trying to see if I forgot anything else. If you do use AI and you use it a lot, and if I missed something, drop that down below in the comment section. Some tips for the viewers. if you have other helpful tips that I missed. So anyway, AI is really, really simple. It's a really, really helpful tool. If you take away anything from this video, I want you to definitely use it for email scams. In case you have any kind of suspicion, drop your email, to text the body of the email into ChatGPT to check to see if it's a scam. Don't use it for medical advice. If you have an issue that's been lingering or it's concerning, please go see your doctor. And also, if you're using it for any kind of how-to anything, always ask ChatGPT for a link to a resource. Do you have a link to this resource? I'd like to go to visit a website. I always encourage people to please do that because it just helps content creators like me, keep our websites, visible to others. I think that's all I have for now. You can definitely just have fun with ChatGPT. You can ask it about movies, books, celebrities, plants, kitchen, household, so much stuff. It knows everything. Not 100% accurate, but it knows a lot. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. Drop down in the comments below if I missed something. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer your questions because I use ChatGPT. Man, that's really hard to say sometimes. I use it a lot in my work. Oh, you know what else you can use it for that I almost forgot? And then I'm going to wrap up this video. Don't forget to like this video. If you are liking this video, hit that like button and leave a heart or comment down below. If you have to email somebody or if you have a sticky situation where you don't know how to address, you have to address somebody, you have to tackle delicate situation and you're not exactly sure what to say, ask ChatGPT. Hey, I have this situation. I got to deal with this person. I really don't want to come off as a mean person. How can I address this person diplomatically? Tell him what the situation is, and then he'll say, oh, and then he'll be able to advise you on some of the things that you can say to this person so you don't come off as a mean person. So yeah, so it's good for that too. Like it's just good for everything. Just, you know what? Dive in and play and have fun. Anyway, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you got any good tips from this, share them with your friends. Let them and help them learn how to use AI because look, AI is not going away. There's millions of videos, shorts, reels on the internet, and millions of them are created with AI. It is here to stay, so you might as well learn how to use it, and use it for good because that's what it's here for. It's here to help us, and it really is a helpful tool. Though it is taking traffic away from my website, it still is a really helpful tool for a lot of things. And I do encourage people to just get in and just, play a little bit, just get used to it, just, see what it can do. Anyway, that's all I got. Goodbye. Have fun with ChatGPT. I'm done talking. I hope you all have an amazing day. Have fun with AI. And I'll catch you all back here on the next video. Goodbye from beautiful Guatemala.